Everyone online is selling you a shortcut to $1 million, a crypto coin, a trading bot, a system. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Almost none of it works. But real people become millionaires every single year. Not through luck, through math. Here are the 10 ways that actually, statistically, work over a 10-year window, ranked from slowest and safest to highest risk, highest ceiling. Quick disclaimer before we start. None of this is financial advice, and there's no guaranteed path to $1 million. Anyone promising you one is selling something. What I can show you is what the actual data says works, over and over for regular people. Let's start with the boring one, because boring is what compounds. Number 10, the one nobody wants to hear, because it's slow. Putting money into a diversified index fund every single month and doing nothing else. Historically, global stock markets have returned somewhere around 7 to 10% a year on average. Not every year, some years it's down 20%, but averaged out over a decade or two, it's one of the most consistent wealth-building tools that exists. The catch? It takes real time and real consistency, not a lump sum and luck. Number 9, and this one's criminally underused, using every tax-advantaged account available to you before anything else. Retirement accounts, pension wrappers, ISAs, whatever your country offers. The tax savings alone can add up to tens of thousands of dollars over a decade. Money that would have otherwise gone to taxes is instead compounding for you. Number 8 isn't really about making money. It's about not losing it. High-interest debt, especially credit cards, can charge you 20% or more a year. Paying that off is a guaranteed return that beats almost anything the stock market offers. Before chasing returns anywhere else, this is often the highest ROI move available. Number 7, your own earning power. A single certification, skill, or job change can increase your income by thousands a year. And unlike market returns, this is almost entirely in your control. Someone who goes from $50,000 to $80,000 a year over a decade and invests the difference will often out-earn someone who tried to get fancy with their investments. Number 6, selling a skill you already have, writing, design, code, consulting, as a side income. This doesn't scale infinitely, but it's one of the fastest ways to add real extra cash flow, which you then funnel into everything else on this list. 10 years of an extra $500 a month invested adds up to real money. Number 5, real estate. Either owning a rental property directly or, for far less capital and hassle, buying into a REIT, a real estate investment trust that trades like a stock. Real estate has historically been a strong long-term wealth builder, though it comes with real risks. Property values can fall, tenants can be a headache, and direct ownership needs real capital and time most people underestimate. Number 4, and this is where it gets more entrepreneurial, building something once and selling it repeatedly. A course, a template, a small piece of software solving one specific problem. The upside is real. Some of these genuinely scale into significant income. The catch, most fail to gain traction, and the ones that work usually took far longer and more iteration than the success stories let on. Number 3, taking a service you're good at, anything from marketing to skilled trades, and eventually hiring people to deliver it so your income isn't capped by your own hours. This is how a lot of real, unglamorous millionaires actually get there. It's not a tech startup story. It's a plumbing company, a marketing agency, a cleaning service that's scaled to a team. Number 2, owning equity, not just a salary. Whether that's stock options at a company you join early or your own startup, owning a piece of something that grows is how some of the largest fortunes get built. The honest risk? Most startups don't succeed, and most equity compensation ends up worth far less than the pitch promised. This is a real path, but it's the highest variance one on this list before the very last entry. And number 1 isn't really a strategy. It's the one thing all the strategies above depend on: time. Every single item on this list works dramatically better over 20 years than over 2. The single biggest predictor of who becomes a millionaire isn't which stock they picked or which business they started. It's how early they started and how consistently they stuck with it, especially through the bad years. There is no shortcut that replaces this. Anyone selling you one is selling you a story. None of this is exciting. There's no video I could make about a system that reliably turns $10,000 into $100,000 in a year because it doesn't exist. And if it did, whoever found it wouldn't be posting it on YouTube. What actually works is boring, repeatable, and takes a decade, not a weekend. If this was useful, subscribe for more breakdowns like this. And let me know in the comments which of these 10 you're already doing.